Yo, what's up, Rich?
Yeah, man, keep me on. Yep. We'll get you in a minute. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. All right. Hey, welcome all you guys. Women, everybody up. Hey, what's going on, Andre? Can you hear me, Andre?
Yeah.
Leslie, can you hear me? Yep.
Yeah, loud and clear.
I can hear you.
Yeah. We got the Picatinny crew in the house.
We got some echoes going on though. Anybody
What's
got
going on, Dre?
Hey, how you doing, man?
All right.
That might be me. All right, gentlemen. All right. Hey, listen, man. Welcome aboard, man. We're all on the swivel at the Sportsbar. We got some more stuff to talk about today, as usual. You know, I had somebody in the back chat for a second. I don't know if you're gonna come up. Hold on for a second. Trey Ferg. Oh yeah, I see Trey Ferg back there. He got the link, so I don't see him here, but he said he's listening. All right. Okay. All right. We got American Negro back there. Yeah, if you listen in, man. All right, man. Welcome aboard. Hey, gentlemen. So, hey, we got some stuff to talk about. As always, sports is sports. You know, so I put it. Did y'all see the package? I sent it out. Of course, we always start with football. You know, and listen, we're headed down to the draft, man. What's that? Next week or so? All right. So listen, I always have to cover the UFL. I mean, I don't watch the games, but this is second week, so I'm gonna just follow this and track it. There's a guy. I have a video. I'm probably not going to show it, man. We don't need to show the video, but it seems like the games are pretty exciting, though. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched any, but I might have to catch I think a Saturday and maybe watch a game or so.
Yeah, me too. Only thing I've gotten to watch is highlights on like on ESPN. That's about it.
So ESPN is showing the highlights. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. So nobody else I guess nobody else is looking at it either. I mean, it's hard to watch, football minus, but I heard the games are pretty nice, man, so far.
Yeah.
All right, so listen,
I haven't watched it yet, but I think that one thing that might be intriguing about watching it is the new kickoff. So I guess the NFL is using the same kickoff format that I guess the UFL is using, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Where they've done that realignment and So but there's some things about that is pretty intriguing. If you kick the ball short, the team has to run it back if it falls in the field of play. Yes. It'll be worth watching the UFL just for that, just to see how the kickoffs work.
Yeah, but nobody kicks the ball short though.
Yeah.
They're kicking the damn thing out of the end zone. But now strategy might have it that you might want to kick it short to make a guy run back in hopes of a fumble or something.
Yeah, but I think there's not a penalty, but if you kick it out of the end zone, the other team starts at the 30 or the 35 or something like that.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah.
So they're sitting down here giving us all this horse shit about safety, right? But now they seem to be forcing these guys to act. Remember they said that the run back was the most dangerous play?
Yeah.
And so now they put some shit in there for these guys to that's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. What can you say? What can you say? Anyway, so hey, another free agent signing. This is the biggest one, I think, for a while. This one here. This guy, Josh Allen, 5 years, $150 million.
Right.
That's pretty good for a defensive player. That's some breads. Let's see how fast he can burn through it. So I don't know too much about this brother's personal life, man. Hopefully he's going to be smart with his cash. So like all this
stocks.
So what?
He's got to do some investments with that money on some
stocks. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he will. See, the point really is, though, that what I was going to say about these guys, it'll come back to me. All I know is that it's good to get the money, man. Play. I hope they don't burn it. Hope we just be smart with it. But it's a pretty nice little take for a football player, a non-quarterback. Mm-hmm. All right, so we free agents. I wanted to go through some of the free agencies. Here's the NFL free agency tracker. I might have to. I'm gonna stop sharing here because I want to go to the free agency for a second. Mm-hmm. Bear with me, gentlemen.
All right.
All right. Free agency. Can't find a damn thing. All right, it's supposed to be over here. Wait a minute, maybe it's over here. Nope, it's not over there. Yeah, it is over here. I can't find a damn thing. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. Hold on for a second. No. Can't find a damn free agent thing. I used to be better with this damn thing. You know what I'm saying? There it is. There it is. All right, little hiccup. Yeah. So here's some free agencies. Oh, this is basketball shit, man. I'm hitting hell with you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you know what I'm saying?
We're all at that age now, man.
Yeah, man, that's all right. You know what, man? Get off the man's case, brother.
Anyway,
so here we go. Here we go. So this is a nice. They update this thing every week.
Yeah,
it's going to be updated till until free agency happens. So NFC, the AFC East, and they just go through the quarterback, sign. You're starting to see a lot more agreements now. And the reason why this is important, because after all of these agreements and re-signing and all that kind of stuff, that's going to impact the draft. Mm-hmm. Right? Because once you get these base players and your skilled players in, now you can look at the draft, and you got like a week. They got a week and a half maybe to say, okay, if I got to move my draft picks around based on my free agency signing, what I'm going to do. So I mean, it's just this. If any of these names jump out at you, you can stop me. The Jets, Tyrod Taylor. They're going to pay him a pretty penny, by the way, for sitting on the bench.
Yeah, 18 million. Right?
Yeah, so that's not bad, man. It pays the cost to be a quarterback.
Yeah, but there's a good chance he could actually play, depending on how well Rodgers comes back.
Rodgers is not he's not hurt anymore, right?
Right.
I got some kind of feedback on you got to go on mute. Anybody who's not talking. Anyway, so go ahead. This one is good. Josh Johnson, he's been around for a while, man. He got a 1-year deal. People like him again. He's a good, perfect backup for Lamar Jackson. Henry, I think the damn Ravens are going to be pretty good. Again, but it's really the playoffs that matters for them. Huntley, Jameis Winston. So Ramsey, you said you were high on Jameis, right? Or somebody said they're high on him.
I think he's a good quarterback. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but he was out his welcome. So what?
He won the Heisman, right? 10 years ago, or whatever it was.
Yeah, but okay. So how come listen? The year after they kicked his ass out of Tampa Bay, they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And really he had great numbers, except that those 30 interceptions derailed him.
Right. Yeah, 30 touchdown passes and 30 interceptions. You can't have.
Yeah, and so anyway, but they had a Super Bowl winning team, and he still was too green to bring it home. But they could have got further than the playoff. Jerry Jeudy, that's a good pickup. Pittsburgh, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. I think one thing I can say about Pittsburgh, this is the best quarterback tandem they've had in a long time since what's the white boy? What's his name?
Roethlisberger.
Yeah, Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
So,
but I wonder how Russell really feels about that, because they sign him and then 2 days later they bring in Fields.
He doesn't care.
I'm sure he was not expecting that, nor did they hint to him that.
But who's going to start?
No, he's got the ball.
Oh, he's going to start.
The coach already came out and said it's not going to be a competition.
Yeah, that's
listen,
good.
Man. Justin Fields is a young quarterback. I mean, who's going to be 25, 26, or maybe a little younger?
Yeah, but he's entering his fourth year.
Yeah, he's entering those big contract years. So even if it's a 1-year deal with Russell Wilson, it's going to depend on how you pay. But if he gets them deep in the playoffs and he wants to continue to play, they'll do. Justin Fields is going to do what they did with Rodgers. Shit, think about how long. What's the guy who sat behind? Not Brady. What's the guy in goddamn San Francisco way back when?
Oh, Steve Young.
Steve Young sat for a long time behind my man.
Yeah, behind Drew Montana, right?
Yeah, Montana.
Yeah.
And then he still became a Hall of Famer.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I mean, these guys don't need to rush it, man. Just chill. Because Pittsburgh has a certain level of consistency with the rest of their players.
Yeah.
So if you just, you wait a couple of years, if they're hanging over the reins to you, you're going to have at least a halfway decent team.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was same thing with Brett Favre.
Right, same thing behind Brett Favre, right? Yeah, so I think that was a good move. I really do think that was a good move. At first, I said the same thing. Oh, why do you want to go there? But it makes sense. It makes sense. So anyway, so this is these guys here, man. It's just, so the teams are, if we going down to the draft, I think I'm gonna watch the draft. I always watch the first round, see all the young boys come in with their chicks and babies and shit. You know what I'm saying, man? Come on, man. You guys, well, if they're not married, it's that, man, you're supposed to at least give yourself a little chance to do something, but
yeah.
But if I think a lot of players, though, when they're grounded like that, they tend to have better careers, I think. All right, so last thing in football. This is a young boy who's the top high school player. I think he's
This is the number 1 quarterback in Texas, Keelan Russell, the chosen one. And scouts are already comparing him to Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels. I pulled up to his workout the other day, and I am now fully convinced that the hype is real. There was a 20-mile-per-hour wind at this workout, and it did not affect his spiral whatsoever. He was throwing absolute dots despite the windy conditions. Keelan is 6'4", 190 pounds, and he runs the show for the Duncanville Panthers. He's 29-1 as a starter, with his only loss being to the DeSoto Eagles. He's had 70 touchdowns during his career and 6,500 yards. He also completes 70% of his passes. Every school in America
female push-up.
He's committed to SMU, and rumors are circulating that the Pony Express NIL collective is prepared to give him the bag.
The NIL, but you know what, man? The NIL is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody needs a hype man.
Hey, what's going on, Paul Bennett? How you doing, Mr. Bennett, man? Use the links there if you want it to pop up, man. So, yeah, what's happening? So, yeah, man, I tell you, this guy looks good. So I don't know, man. I think the young boys, we got a name to follow next year's football. Next year in football, we got another name to follow.
Yeah, man. I mean, so he's going to SMU, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, what did I do there? Oh yeah, I hit this guy's thing. I'm working on different controls on this damn thing, man. Shoot. All right, the mock draft. We know what the mock draft is. The same thing. Caleb is going first. They have some questions about the quarterback. You know that? Because the guy wears fingernails and paints.
Oh, Caleb! Oh, yeah. No, you gotta kidding me, man. Okay.
And he wears dresses. He wears dresses and shit.
What?
And then they have a picture of him. They lost a game. He jumps in the crowd. He's boo-hooing like a baby in his mother's arms. Did you see that? There you go.
Yeah, I saw that. Man. I didn't see him in no dress. I saw when he had the fingernail polish in the pink cell phone thing, whatever it was. But
okay. So let me just move. Go ahead.
I didn't think nothing of it, man. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah. When's the last time you had fingernail polish?
Whatever, man. I don't know what the young guys do now, man. I ain't.
Well, okay, let me. All I'm saying is that you're gonna be in the huddle, right? With all these hard legs and shit, and you want them to look up to you. Now, it may not, like you said, it might not mean nothing. All these guys are metrosexuals now. So, but I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have a lot of Justin Fields and Caleb commentary next year.
I mean, he had an explanation for it. I can't recall what it was, but he explained why he did it for that.
Okay. He explained why he had fingernail polish on.
Yeah, he did. He said something, whatever it was. I don't know that. Anyway.
Hopefully, the explanation was Halloween or something like that.
I can't recall what it was, but to me, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, whatever he said, it was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, man. Okay, so that's cool. All right, so we got so it's NBA talk, man. The curious. So now, my man Vic told me about this game. And these guys played a full game, and it was only 2 free throws, 1 made in the whole game.
Mm.
That's rare, right? They said, yeah, it's very rare, man. That's crazy.
And to add to that, I think the closest one was 11 free throws back in '89, something like that.
I mean, I'm gonna try to get into what they talk about a little bit. The game was a blowout, so.
In his career, he's the 6th hit Middleton, the primary ball handler with this group on the floor. Richards going to make it tough for Middleton, goes behind the back. Left go, thank you.
Yeah.
He was grabbing that area. This is one of those
Okay, that's my boy. That's
that calf area. It's mostly
in reality, it doesn't matter what your seed is. You're going to have a difficult path to get to the Eastern Conference.
What a blowout.
Boston will have the ball before trying to up to the game tonight. They've got the Knicks coming in.
Well, nice move. Nice move.
Bucks are making a bunch of threes in that first quarter.
There you go. No game with 5 or fewer.
63-64. No games with 5 or fewer combined. Celtics got it within 11.
So they didn't really talk about it that much, but you can see how rare that was.
Yeah, that tells you that all they're doing is shooting 3-pointers and not playing any deep.
Well, is that what you got out of that? I mean, I think okay. All right, yeah, you're probably. I mean, you're right about that, of course.
Because you're not gonna, if you're shooting a lot of threes, you're not gonna foul anybody, right? And,
that's true.
And if you're driving to the basket, I mean, you got to knock somebody over and foul them, but they're not playing any D. So that's kind of my quick conclusion.
Yeah, I also think a lot of fouls didn't get called.
Well, let's put it this way, right? The only thing that I can say is that they were at least consistent, that they weren't as lopsided, right? They didn't call fouls on anybody. I mean, they had some inside play, but you're right. Maybe I don't know how many threes they launched, but even in this NBA, you know, they launched a lot of threes in almost every game. I can't remember the last time they said it. That's just very rare to have that few fouls. It's always in the double digits.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't mean, you know, so I don't know, man. So it was just one of those kind of things. So, you know me, on this next one, I compare centers and guards and shooting guards and all that kind of stuff. So this one, I compare Brooke Lopez, who's been around for 16 years, man. Got 1 C chip. And, man, he scores 16 points a game.
Is it going to go to the Hall of Fame, you think?
No, I ain't. You
don't think
so? You ain't get me in that trap, man. You ain't get me in that trap. I didn't say that, but he's got a pretty damn good career. This is a nice career right there. And then, of course, Rudy Gobert, Mr. COVID-19 himself. I want to put it on there, but he was a watershed moment when they shut down the NBA.
Oh yeah.
When he got his boy sick. Anyway, so he's had, he doesn't have as many years, but he's had a pretty good career too. Look at his rebounding; it's pretty nice. So he's pretty nice there, over double-digit rebounds, 65% from the field.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because that tells you that he doesn't shoot a lot of threes, and he's inside close to the basket.
Yeah.
So he's got a decent down low post game.
Yeah.
When he does.
Speaking of the Bucks on Celtics game, Giannis got hurt. You know that, right? In that game.
Yeah. No. Yeah. What happened to him?
I don't know how bad it is, but hopefully not.
Well, at first they said it was a strained calf, but I don't know. Did they change that?
I don't know. I hope he's.
Oh.
We'll find out. Definitely, we'll find out by my next sports show next week at 7.
Yeah, definitely.
One of you guys, if you'll go to this page that's on after y'all get off, you gotta hit the like button for me, and maybe go to my community tab and take the poll. I need some more. I need some more numbers. I need some. The poll is just one question on the variety of videos I have. You know, should I focus on one kind of content or the other, or leave it as it is? Because I got all kinds of different videos in my thing.
Okay.
Power rankings. Celtics back on top. There's only like 2 more games left, correct? 2-3 more games.
Yeah,
but two or three the most.
Yeah. They win the final week. Yeah,
which is fantastic because I want the playoffs to start. And the Knicks are in 3rd place, by the way. We'll see that in a second.
Yeah. Speaking of the Celtics, something just popped up. Drew Holiday just signed a 4-year extension with the Celtics.
The man that's not worthy of being a Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit you guys keep telling me, man. You know. So anyway, listen, I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go ahead and take my experiment and share the thing again. You know, just bear with me. Hopefully, I'll be better this time. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna share my screen again, and I want to go through some of this NBA stuff. How's that? All right.
Cool.
All right, so y'all see this, right? These are the games coming up this week that's supposed to be the top games to watch. So we missed the 9th already, and we talked about the Bucks and the Celtics, the Kings and the Thunder. That one's over. Tonight, though, some good games. Well, no, this one is tonight too, right? 8 o'clock. Kings and Thunder, Warriors and Lakers. If you want to stay up late tonight, the Warriors.
They played last night. They played
Okay,
last night.
Are you jet lag, Rich?
Oh no!
Yeah. I didn't get to the 9th. I'm sorry. I mean, like, listen, man. You guys are supposed to have some grace for the host, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all gotta have, some grace for the host, man.
I'm hanging on to every word you say, and I'm like, Warriors late. What the heck is going on?
Hey, who won that game, by the way? I didn't check.
Of course, Lakers lost.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the Warriors, they clinched the 10th spot, I believe.
No, but now they're in 9th place. Lakers.
The Warriors in the 9th now?
Yep, because Lakers lost 2 in a row. So now they're down to 10th place now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's terrible.
All right. So the Magic, the Magic and the Bucks. Let me make sure I'm on the 10th. Okay.
You are.
You know what, man? So Magic and the Bucks. You know what? You know, Orlando's playing pretty well. That might not be a bad game. That might not be a bad game to watch, especially if Giannis is down. The Timberwolves and the Nuggets. That's the ESPN game for sure. I might watch that game. Right. Thursday, the Knicks and the Celtics. Now the Knicks just need to stay. The Knicks hit 3rd place, and I think they'll probably want to stay there because you'll give them a lower seed. If they can at least clinch 3rd, that'll be good. 4th will still be good because they'll be the first round will be home court, but they'll be playing the 15. Pelicans, Kings. Shit, man, that's a good game too. Why it matters. We don't have to read why it matters, but it's good. Friday, Pelicans and the Warriors. Yeah, the Pelicans are playing well, man. You know what, man? When the Pelicans finally snapped back at Stephen A. Smith for continually talking about how fat Zion is, you know, that shit kind of died down. You know, Suns versus the King. You know, they told Stephen, hey, man, you know, shut the hell up, man. The guy, you know, he's never going to be a stick figure. You know? So, hey, man, so that's good. So, I guess Sunday, you know, all right. So, we'll finish this weekend. That's cool, man. So, we'll stop sharing that. And I'm looking forward to the playoffs, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. Because I'm going to watch, I watch a lot of playoffs.
Who's your pick for the Eastern Finals and the Western Conference Finals?
Celtics. I got this. I don't know yet, man. I gotta, you know. Okay. I know it's the Celtics. Okay, here's the standings. You guys can see the standings. See the Knicks right there in 3rd place by a game. You know, so they got that game against the Celtics, and the Magic is playing. So they got to hope the Magic lose and they win, or if they both lose, they both lose. So they got a, I guess, a very vicarious lead over the Magic. You know, but I think they'd rather play the 76ers than play Cavaliers. What say you guys?
Well, if I'm the Knicks, I much rather play in Philly because I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jordan Embiid is not 100%, right?
Who?
Jordan Embiid, he just got back,
Yeah.
so he can't be 100%. So I probably would pick against Philly.
Well, the Knicks. I think the Knicks lost Randall for the year, correct?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. He's going to surgery. Yeah.
What yeah, man. You know what, man? These guys, man, they don't even. They're so dainty and shit, man. They aren't even hitting each other, and they're getting hurt for the season. He said, my man Trey Ferguson in the chat talking about my man Brook and a true center. He plays center. All right, the injury report, we always skip over that. The March Madness, we can just go. We know Iowa lost. I think that's second. It wasn't even that close, to tell you the truth. You know,
they started out hot, but
yeah.
Once South Carolina gathered themselves together, they
never really recovered from that second quarter.
Yeah, because Iowa was up 10 points in the first quarter. Right?
Yeah, right. And then they erased it, and then they just kept going, man. I'll tell you what, it was. You know what, I gotta say, you know, it was like a little bit of moisture in my eyes when I saw the coach start crying and shit.
Dawn Staley.
Yeah, you know, because it was genuine, man. You know, because you see, she's a hard ass.
Yeah,
you know. So
I was a little bit surprised to see that, being that she's won it before, right? So you would think that the emotion wouldn't necessarily be there. You know, this.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I mean. I said, well, you know, just for this hard as rock chick, man, starting to cry, man, there's got to be something really meaningful in this game.
Yeah. He has some good things to say about Caitlin Clark too, right? At the end.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she didn't have to go that direction, but she had some.
Yeah, but then she let everybody. Then she let all the women down by endorsing, chicks with dicks in female sports.
Well, she didn't actually say that though. It wasn't that direct. She just said
it was just that direct. What are you talking about?
She said, if you want to play sports, you should be able to play sports. Doesn't matter what sex you are.
The question was, can they play in female sports and female teams? That was the question, and she mailed it in, man. Because she really believes it. Because at her status and her level, she shouldn't be afraid to speak her mind. So she really believes it. And like I said, black women have always been the conduit for all kinds of fuckery, man. Yeah. So they believe that the liberalism that they display is just out of this world. You know. So anyway, man, what can you say?
Yeah, but I don't think anybody in their right mind would think that men playing with women is a fair, fair play.
Yeah, what you mean? You haven't been watching. Actually, they're starting the big like the Olympics banned it, and some other big sports associations are starting to ban men playing in female sports, as they should.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a complicated issue because just because you go through a surgery doesn't mean that you don't have the male characteristics. Like just because you go to a surgery and have certain parts removed and you get hormones, whatever, don't mean that you don't have a certain male. I don't know.
No. But yeah, you're right. But it's not complicated. If you were born with a Johnson, you're a boy. You're a man. If you have, period. Unless you're a hermaphrodite, then and those are like few and far in between. So everything else is just bullshit, man. Sex is not a construct. It's a biological fact. So I mean, and everybody's too cowardly to say anything about it. It pisses me off. What And that still doesn't mean that they don't have the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They just shouldn't be impinging on other people's lives. They're hurting people out there, man. Especially in the contact sports.
I totally agree.
Anyway, so the second game, UConn, man. I tell you, man, UConn, Gene Yoriyama, whatever the hell his name, he's been around for a long time, and UConn is always a mainstay, man. Even when they're down, they're good.
Yeah.
I thought Purdue would play a better game. But I thought Purdue would play a better game. So, any commentary on this one?
No. You get the wrong coach, man. That's
Yeah, I forgot his name.
That's Bob Hurley or Dan Hurley, I think.
On UConn?
Yeah. Gino is the women's coach.
That's right. You're right. Yeah, I should give you the reins, Cowboy. All right, so we ain't gonna go through the standings, but baseball season is much too early. Hey, so you gotta go on mute. You gotta go on mute. Somebody's got a lot of feedback. You gotta go on mute. Anyway, so baseball season.
Rich, before you move on, just one comment about the Purdue game.
Right. What about?
I guess the big question is going to be, Zach Edey. Is he going to be able to transition to the NBA in some fashion? A lot of people think that he'll go in the second round or late in the first and really won't get a lot of run in the NBA because.
Who are you talking about? The big dude, the big black dude?
No, Zach Edey for Purdue.
The tall white boy.
Yeah, the Asian guy.
Oh, no. Well, how tall is he? He's a center. What's his position?
7'4". He's
okay. Yeah, he looks like he's pretty good. Why wouldn't he play?
But there's this discussion about everybody in the NBA is 6'7", and will he be able to guard a guy out at the 3-point line, or does he have the foot speed? Does he have the foot speed, the lateral movement to be able to keep up with everybody currently in the NBA, the new NBA? So that's the big question, I guess.
Okay, let me tell you, man. I don't know what his skill. I mean, I've seen him play. I know he's going to be, he's got to build his skills. But Jokic is no speed demon.
Yeah, but Jokic can pass, bring the ball up the court.
But I know he got all these other skills, but he's not athletically on defense. He's no speed demon.
Yeah.
So I think they'll figure it out, man. You got a guy 7'4". Maybe you might change some of your game to be inside.
Yeah, I guess they'll just throw it to him down low and.
If everybody around you 6'7", man, he'll be eating those guys alive. He gets some kind of game down there. Yeah. Just don't bring the ball down.
Right. He'll be a liability on defense, though. I think that's going to be.
Well, kind of. I mean, because your best point players are not centers.
Yeah.
So if you got a outside shot. I don't know. I seen him play inside against these Munchkins. He didn't have to be outside, but he looked like he had some suave on the inside.
Yeah, I think he's mainly just an inside guy, just a hook shot guy.
Right.
7-foot jumper maybe.
Well, let me ask you this. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I think in today's NBA, man, unless you have an outside shot, it's going to be hard for you to last a long time.
Well, let me tell you, man. I think I'm finding out that developing an outside shot is probably one of the easiest skills for these guys.
Okay.
You just get in a practice thing and start launching those damn things, man. I mean, how many players have we seen learn how to shoot better when they needed to? I mean, so that's just a practice thing. I mean, some people are naturally more skilled, but you could learn to take if you're a 30% shooter, you could probably bring your shooting thing up to 40%.
Yeah.
With practice. So I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't have that big doofus out there on the 3-point line.
No, heck no.
Yeah, because I noticed like most of the centers now, they're shooting from outside. Jordan Embiid,
okay, how many 3-point shotters does Embiid take?
I think it's a few per game. does.
Yeah. He takes 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, I don't think that'll change the no. Listen, I think the guy.
Jokic?
But look at Yoki. What's the guy? Yormiyama, whatever his name is, Victor.
Yeah.
Now he's spry. He's spry. He could do all that stuff, and he's got a great shot from outside. But he ain't launching 10 a game. So he'll take maybe 3 or 4 a game, but his game is kind of close to the basket too, right? Inside the paint.
That's true. I'm amazed at how many shots he blocks too. His block shots.
But they say he's up for Defensive Player of the Year.
I think he will be.
I'd be surprised if he gets that. And he's getting Rookie of the Year, but a lot of times they don't like you to double up.
Yeah. His last 2 games, he blocked 7 shots per game.
Yeah, no, he's man. Okay, hockey's playoff begins on the 20th. Anybody watching? Cricket.
You say hockey?
Yeah.
I'll watch Game 7 of the NHL Finals. That's about it.
That's how I am with baseball, man.
Yeah.
Shoot, I mean, it's no way I'm gonna start watching baseball with 155 games left.
Yeah.
No, how much they pay? They play 162 games. Yeah, like 155 games left. It's just too much.
I don't start till late August, September time frame.
Well, so this show is not going to be that long. Okay. Now, this is my man. This is a new guy I listen to. So he's a big, he just talks about how people, the WNBA might fumble the bag with Caitlin.
And Zach Edey at Purdue. Can you name another star in men's college basketball right now? No, because they don't exist. But it doesn't matter because people are drawn towards teams. Duke, North Carolina, UConn, Villanova, Kentucky. Doesn't matter who's playing in March Madness. Millions and millions of people are going to watch it. The women don't have that same luxury. There's one reason and one reason only why the women's tournament was a record-breaking success this year and to some extent last year. Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese, not Paige Buchers or Paige Buckner, or however the hell you pronounce it. Dawn Staley is a legend, but she ain't pulling 14 million viewers. The last 3 or 4 weeks, that was the pinnacle of women's college basketball. More than likely, they will never see this level of ratings and mainstream recognition ever again. Matter of fact, I highly, highly doubt they come anywhere close to matching these numbers. If they were allowed to do it, I'm sure the NCAA would keep Caitlin Clark at Iowa indefinitely. When you have a cash cow, when you have a once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon, you don't let them walk away. The Bulls, they were never letting Michael Jordan go. There were times when Kobe Bryant was disgruntled and would demand a trade. Jerry Buss was never allowing that to happen. Although Caitlin Clark leaving is a nightmare scenario for women's college basketball, she is the answer to decades of prayer in the WNBA. For decades, dump divers, they have gathered around the woke oak tree praying for a superstar, praying for someone who can enter the WNBA who at minimum is capable of filling courtside seats. Someone who would have fans awake throughout games instead of sleeping in the empty courtside seats. Someone television networks are willing to pay hundreds of millions of dollars for because they know they at least have a remote chance of seeing a return on their investment. Right now, ESPN pays the WNBA $60 million for exclusive access to the dump. Now, there are individual NBA players making more money than that. The diva of dump divas, Kathy Engelbert, she is looking to double the WNBA's compensation now that Katie Rue Clark has been fitted for her hard hat, and she is ready to start collecting the neighborhood's trash. Now, you would think.
My man is crazy, man. I tell you what, man. He came on my timeline. I can't tell it. The guy's his delivery is good, man. Anyway, and he, listen, he's right about Caitlin Clark. She put the woman. First of all, women's basketball in college in general is much better than the WNBA. It's much better, even without her. It's a much better watch. Okay, but with her, she was a phenomenon. but when she gets to the WNBA, they're gonna try to bounce her around. You know, all those jealous ass women, man, and shit. So I don't know. I think she should take Ice Cube's offer. What you guys say?
What was his offer? I didn't hear his offer.
Well, he offered her $5 million to join the Big Three.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many years that is, but she's only going to get $76,000 a year as a WNBA player. Now she's going to get millions in endorsements. I mean, there's no doubt about that. You know, the sneaker deal she's going to get as soon as she comes out is probably going to be phenomenal. She's already making $1 million in NIL. You know, so money is not an issue. So that offer that Ice Cube is giving us, it sounds more enticing than it really is. But I think if she wanted to be a pioneer, I'd go, because I don't think there's anything would be restricting her from doing both.
Yeah, but I think she'll make more money in the WNBA.
Why?
Well, she'll get all those deals, all those endorsement deals.
They'll give her. You don't think they'll give her endorsement deals if she went into the Big Three?
I know, but she won't get as needy as much.
Why not?
I just don't think she will, because the WNBA, you know, is more popular. There's more people watching. I think so. More people watching the WNBA than the Big Three, right?
And also, I think that the deal was that she could do both. I don't think it was just one or the other. I think it was.
I think she could do both. I think.
Okay, because Big Three is a short season, right? Like
a
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, not only that, so she could do both, and even if she couldn't, but I think on the endorsement deals, I think no matter where she goes, she'll get a lot of endorsements, and I'm not so sure. I mean, the WNBA has a bigger footprint than the Big Three, but there's a reason why. I think there's a racial reason why the NBA wouldn't just adopt the Big Three as part of their post NBA career, because most of the players there are from post NBA. I mean, that would be a great partnership. But Adam Silver, I bet you if Ice Cube was, Ice Stein, that he'd have a deal with him. That's what I believe. So.
Yeah.
Man, some of the best players, some of the players in the Big Three can still play.
But how many games in a season for the Big Three, for example?
It's not a lot, but there's enough. They have a league.
I don't follow it, but I don't think they're nearly as popular.
Yeah, I think it's mainly in the summer because I think they play outside a lot.
Yeah, of course they're not as. But you know what? Listen, you're giving too much credence to the daggone WNBA. That's just not popular either. It's not popular.
Yeah, but
that's why they have
a lot of players who used to play, right? Like a lot of retirees, right?
Yeah, but some of them guys are fresh out of the league. They can still play ball, man. They can still play ball. So they play high level basketball. So it's exciting. He fills up the arenas that he plays. I think he got a television contract back. Ramsey, you know anything about that? I think he does. No, so I think he'll be on. Yeah, I think they'll be on. He's got another television contract. They try to. I think he sue the NBA for trying to keep him off of ESPN or something like that.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he tried to, or he talked about doing that. But the thing about the Big Three for me is I just can't get into the half court basketball.
Yeah,
I mean, so it's a acquired taste.
Yeah, you don't have to be in shape necessarily to play. Just go out there. Any one of us can play a half court game at this point, right? So
you know what? I forgot to say. How about the black dude? I think from North Carolina State, the fat dude, the guy who really has a Zion Williamson problem. I forgot his name. Everybody likes him. He's like a nice guy. I think he's
DJ Burns.
Yeah. Now he's got a Zion Williamson problem, big time, and he can't move like Zion. He can barely get off the ground. I've seen him play, and he's got some skills down low. But with the athletic guys in the NBA, man, I don't know how he'll do. I really don't. I mean, he's got a big body, but he doesn't look like he's overly quick. I think the dude from Purdue is going to might have a better career.
Yeah, I think DJ, he's got a couple of good low post moves. You know, he's got 2 or 3, but I think the NBA players will pretty quickly catch on to those 2 or 3 moves. So he's got to open up his repertoire a little bit.
He's definitely got to lose some weight, but he got to work on his leg strength. I've seen him play. He don't get up that high.
Yeah.
For a big guy like him, man. And so he'll, you know, I'm questioning how he'll do in the pros. Now that guy might go in the second round, you know, but if they got a 7'4" dude, he is not going to be there in he's going in the first round. Somebody's going to pick him up. Could be later. So listen, the big fight that's coming up this is the day before Cinco de Mayo, is this guy, and I would play it. You know, Canelo. You guys seen Canelo fight before, right? This guy he's fighting is not bad. Well, ooh, somebody's mic is on. So this guy is not bad. This guy, Munguia. But you know, so there's a lot of big fights coming up. So I think this will be interesting. But the next fight, so I'm not going to play that, but I could. Unless you guys want to see it, I wasn't going to play it. Okay. Haney and Garcia, that's still on. That's on the 20th of April as well. I mean, that's on the 20th of April. That should be a good fight if Garcia doesn't go crazy beforehand. He's been having a lot of, I don't know, man. He's been off the rails, man. So I think they've calmed him down and get him ready for this fight, 12-rounder with Haney. And I think he's back in the gym training. That should be a good junior welterweight fight, man. Now, I'm not going to pay pay-per-view for it because these fights come on the internet, on YouTube, like a day or two afterwards. You know, so it's like, to me, it's like no sense in even paying for the damn things. But so I mean, I'm into the boxing schedule. I mean, you guys are silent, so I know I can see that your guys don't like no boxing.
Well, is it in your?
I just don't follow those boxers.
So what?
I just don't follow those guys. These are
the top guys.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't know these guys, you definitely don't know none of these guys. What you was gonna say, Ramsey?
Isn't Tyson supposed to be fighting soon?
Yes, I don't know if they. I got to find a schedule for that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the schedule is. So I can talk the old school boxers from 20, 30, 40 years ago, but yeah, these new guys, I've completely lost track.
Well, you know, I stay abreast of them because I mean I still like boxing, you know, and when the two good, well, I don't watch just typical fights like the little, you know, the smaller fights, the championship fights and guys I recognize who need to be fighting each other. I try to catch those fights because, you know, those are the exciting ones. Like Crawford is supposed to be fighting this one guy. He looks good too. He should probably give Crawford a good run for his money at 154. So I had him on, I think, last week or something like that. So I don't know, man. Any sporting events that you know that we missed this week? Yeah, go ahead, Dre. You got anything on your mind that you haven't said?
No, I don't. I can't think of anything. I think you covered pretty much everything for the most part.
Yeah, I try to catch a little bit of everything, you know. So and go through it, you know. So, how about you, Ramsey?
No, I think the big ones you certainly hit with the NCAA championships and starting the NBA playoffs. That's the key things right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna format that when they start. You know, just updates on especially some of the more pivotal games if they come down to the final seconds and buzzer beaters and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, I probably won't say much about baseball or hockey, but when the playoffs start for hockey, maybe there might be something to talk about. You know, I am in the New York area. We still got the Rangers and the Islanders and the damn Devils, I believe.
Yeah.
I think we still have them.
But with baseball, I guess one of the big things recently was
the Yankees
was Ohtani.
Yeah.
So he's got that big contract.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
I believe that he's innocent. I think he got taken advantage of. Yeah. And I think he's been cleared of any kind of wrongdoing so far. I haven't heard anything else. Yeah, I don't have too many scandals this week, but if a good scandal come up, maybe I have a chart on something like that. So, Charles, what you got, man?
Well, going back to boxing, I followed like Anthony Joshua and Wilder and Gypsy.
Yeah.
Guy. But the last fight, Joshua beat up this MMA champion, right?
Yeah. He knocked the guy out like in the second round.
Yeah, but do you know who's going to be fighting next? I mean, who do you think would be a good fight?
Well, let's look at it, right? So the good fight with Joshua would be to fight what's his name? Tyson Fury. So now, so Tyson Fury beats this guy. If he beats this guy Usyk, right? If then the next natural fight would be him and Joshua. But the problem is that there's forces in Great Britain that's keeping those guys from fighting each other, like their managers because they should have done fought each other.
Exactly.
That's the most natural fight, right? All British, all European fight of two guys with a name. Now, Joshua doesn't like boxing. He's big, he could box, but it's not really his passion.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's his passion.
I was surprised to see that he's only 5'9", and Tyson Fury is like 6'7", so he might be at a good disadvantage there,
No, but in heavyweights, as long as you're over a certain weight, that it doesn't matter. You could be 900 pounds and be a heavyweight fighting a 200-pounder. So now, man, we seen a short guy. Mike Tyson was short, was knocking down trees.
Yeah, but
Iron
Man is an anomaly. I mean,
well, if you could punch, man, listen, I think Tyson Fury had a bad fight recently. And they gave him, I think the guy that Joshua knocked out.
Exactly. Yeah, the MMA guy, he got knocked down by him. I mean, the MMA guy knocked him down.
Yeah, but some people thought he won the decision as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Tyson Fury got the decision, but you got, they weren't going to blow all that money on this loser. So I would imagine Tyson Fury is going to look much better against this guy, Alexandra, Usyk, whatever his name is. So like I said, I've been watching. This is Japanese guy I have on there. Anyway, that guy is awesome.
Okay.
So I gotta wait to see him. But too bad he's so small, man. I wish he was at least a lightweight.
Yeah. And there's another guy named Ortiz.
Yeah, Ortiz is the guy I was talking about. He wants to fight. He wants to fight. My man.
Joshua?
No, Ortiz. Oh, you talk about Ortiz as a heavyweight?
Yeah, Ortiz.
Oh, I know who you talk about. Yeah.
There's another. Yeah. So they have a couple of good fighters. I mean,
but the heavyweight division, these are like journeyman heavyweight fighters you talking about, man. These guys wouldn't stand a chance in the heyday of heavyweights, man. But I hear you. At least you know a couple of names and shit. Don't strain your brain too much, man. Oh my God. Anyway, so fellas, man, listen, I appreciate you guys coming up, man. So, like I said, I put these things together, man, so we can go through the charts. This was a short show for us, but it still was a good solid, 55 an hour, which is what I'm trying to keep it to. But if you ever go through my page and hit that community tab and take that poll, I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
We'll do. We'll do, buddy.
All right. Hey, fellas. Hey, listen, man. Thanks for popping up. And, have a good day, man. Anybody have anything else to say, or you guys done?
Nothing to say, buddy.
No,
all right.
Nothing for me.
Yeah. So just appreciate the show. Reminds me of our old Zoom kind of place for the Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, man.
Wait. One more thing, guys. We gotta do the sushi, man. At Denver.
Yeah, man. Let me know when, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Wish keep talking about it, but we never get it going. That's it.
Hey, man, we can hit that sometime in May or something like that.
All right, I'm down.
Good.
All right. And we got Ramsey. We got this sushi spot we go to, man. So that's what we're talking about.
Oh, is that right? Up in
man.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I appreciate you guys coming up, man. We're gonna go ahead and end the show. I'm gonna just end the live anyway.
Okay, gentlemen. Have a good night.
Yeah, take it easy.
Good night, guys.